You are with me, Brian, here in my office, and we are now going to have a look at this very scarce 19th century, 1890 to be exact, book about Auburn in the Finger Lakes region of Cayuga County, New York. It is a photographic work that was issued in parts, published by Page, 1890. It is beautifully printed with this Rotogravure method of printing, which after we get past these first pages of text, we will see that the printing becomes nearly photographic in quality. This style of Rotogravure printing of this era results in very lovely, detailed, well-nuanced images like so. And this publication here would have been issued, it was issued by subscription in parts, which helps to explain the scarcity of it. Subscription books of this era that were expensive. This was an expensive item in its day. Very expensive, in fact. It would have been out of the reach of the typical, just casual buyer, and it would have been printed almost without question in a relatively very small press run, probably in the low thousands at most. And today it is a very scarce item. This binding is quite old. It is original to the book. It's likely 19th century. It is even very possibly the publisher's binding. It was issued in parts in paper wrappers first, but when the work was done, no doubt, remaining copies were then offered for sale, like this, either in paper wrappers or at an extra higher price in a quarter or half leather binding like this one is. That's a nice downtown view there. Yeah, you see pedestrians and shop windows. With a magnifying glass, you could really start to make out the details. The printing of rotogravures is almost the emulsion. It really does allow for the finest level of detail. And the end papers are marbled of the era. The binding is like so. The leather is quite dried and chipped. There's nothing really to be done at this point but to accept it. A new spine would be in order, but the key item to keep in mind here, the key point, is it's a beautiful example internally. The original covers are here of this scarce, elusive photographic work, and it is available now online from me, Brian DeMambro.